Hey, this is Sophia with Totalmix TV Clarendon. Hey, Clarendon, I missed you. Today we're with Carol Gonzalez. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Sophia.
How are you doing today?
Better.
Really? I understand you're getting off of the flu. It didn't bother you too bad, did it?
Oh, yes, it did. It was pretty bad, but I'm getting better, as you say, so not bad today.
All right. So, Carol, we are going to talk about your debut into the music industry. So, how's that been for you so far?
I want to say it's been a dream come true, but with everything else, whatever is good to achieve, to acquire, is going to take a lot of effort, and it's taken a lot of effort. But I do not regret it, and in each day that passes, I gain new momentum and achieve new goals. So it's been great.
All right, I want to ask you, I understand that you have passed the bar, you are a bona fide judge. What is it that made you leave being a judge to go back into music?
I hadn't performed for years, like 20 years, and then I was asked to perform at a function at a church, and that experience just kind of blew me away. It was
All right, Carol, so
spiritual.
I understand in 2007 you left the judge bench and went back to singing, took up the mic. Tell me what made that happen, like what brought that on for you?
I like that. Took up the mic. That's so cool.
The gavel.
I really was reintroduced to my musical self at a function, a charity function that I was asked to perform at, and I hadn't performed in about 20 years prior to that. So when I did the performance, it was awesome, and a couple of months of going through a spiritual purging, if you were to say that, and I realized that that's what I needed to do to be happy. One doesn't just want to exist, one wants to enjoy and do what makes you happy. And my husband is a wonderful, wonderful human being. He saw my dilemma, because my position at the time was resident magistrate. And it's a very powerful position, and it's a grave position. And to move from that to go to music is unfathomable. You know, whoever hears of that? But he said, if that's what you want to do, if that's what's going to make you happy, then do it. And so first thing I decided to do was to start my album, which we did with Dean Fraser. And several musicians and composers submitted songs to the album, which are extremely beautiful melodic contents and lyrical content. So the album was produced and completed in 2007, and I left the bench. And it's been great since then.
So you don't miss it? You don't miss all the fighting in the courtroom and all that stuff, all the drama?
Oh no, absolutely not. In fact, my nature is
Very calm.
yeah, I don't like confrontation, and that's what the court is all about. People come there to fight. You know, right? No, to be the judge is a mediator, so you're in the middle. But invariably, you get caught up in one side or the other or both, and the people tend to be rude and miserable. And I've done enough of that. Did it for 10 years, and I'm cool now.
The music was calling you back.
Oh yeah, for real. And I had to. And so it started from that one function, and it hasn't lessened. The tug, the pull, the desire.
Still there.
Yeah, it's as powerful as the first time I reintroduced myself to it.
All right, so what genre do you fall under? Like, what type of music do you sing?
Sophia, my darling, I'm a singer of songs.
It's just like not gospel or...
The only type of music I do not do is opera. But I like and I perform every other genre of music. I love reggae, because reggae belongs to us. We started that. We invented that. That's indigenous to Jamaica. Jamaica is a small dot, but it's a large... tell you. So I love reggae. But I do everything. Jazz, ballads.
All right, Carol, so tell me some of the places you've performed and your most memorable performance.
I've performed at most venues in Jamaica. Christopher's, Red Bones, we did Western Consciousness. I've done small things like for Calabar. high school. In terms of a memorable performance, one would think that it's how big the venue is, how important the function is, and who else is on the bill. For me, it has nothing at all to do with that. It has to do with if I'm singing to 4 people, or 10, or 20,000, do I capture their attention? Do I hold their imagination? And you can tell when you're on stage, you can tell if you capture the audience. And when that happens, it's like lightning in a bottle. Yeah, and it's a moment that you just hold on to. Those are, and there have been moments like those. Less than I'd like, but more than I am grateful for. More than I'm blessed with. It's something that you can't even, you just thank God for it. So I don't want to point to which of the functions I've done that would encapsulate and speak to those moments, but there have been moments, and those are the most memorable moments of performances.
Okay, name some of your most recent tracks off the album that you released in 2007.
Okay, there are 2 featured singles that we've done music videos to assist in the promotion of the first one was How Come How Long. That was a cover of a song that was originally written and performed by Babyface and Stevie Wonder. And the reason I had done it was because one of the things, it's a pet peeve of mine. It's a thing that I would hate to see continued, but it's a constant thing in our society. It's violence against women. I used to see it a lot when I was on the bench. Come off now, and I still see it. So that song speaks to that issue, and so I wanted to speak to the culture through the music. So I did that. We did the music video to it. It did very well, and the music video is still being rotated on cable and national media. The latest featured single from the album is a cover of an Eagles song called Hotel California. The video was done to that. Now that song, people don't realize that it's a cautionary tale. As a singer, I believe in being a social commentator. Through the music you use to guide people, bring them to the light. Yes. And so that's what Hotel California does. The place, Hotel California, that's being referred to in the song, is a place you go to. They talk about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Right, so that's where Hotel California is. That's where you go to, decadence and evil, and you can't come out, you can't leave, because you become hooked on the drugs, on the fame, on lifestyle. So that's what the Hotel California meant in the song. So it's not a pretty song, a nice song. It's a song that is socially commenting on our behavior. So the music video had to be true to the content of the song. So if you watch the video, it's me in this old broken down house with no roof, and people call me and say, Carol, why not get a nice house, a nice hotel? Why do you use this broken down place? And what it is that the broken down place that's in the video represents the concept of Hotel California. So I hope the people who watch this interview, when they see the video, they'll understand what it's all about. So that's the latest feature. There are other songs on the album that are really beautiful, written by Jamaican composers. There is a song called Paradise that I really, really love. It was done by Wayne Almond. There are others, but it's beautiful. There are 14 tracks on the album, and there are 5 cover songs and 9 original songs.
And the album name is The Music in Me. Cool. So do you have any appearances coming up, or where can our viewers go out and hear you locally or internationally?
We have a function that's coming up, but it's in London. What it is the 10th anniversary of a magazine called G Magazine in London. G Magazine speaks to the general populace. We have a performance coming up in London. It's the 10th anniversary of GMAG. It's a magazine in London that speaks to not just the Caribbean diaspora, but to the English population generally. So they're celebrating their 10th anniversary, and we'll be there representing Jamaica and also the Caribbean. Marcy Griffiths is heading the bill, so that ought to be awesome. We are also performing at Christopher's the third week in November, and when as soon as I've tied up the other appearances, I'll let you know.
All right. So I understand you do have a MySpace page, so our viewers can check you out on MySpace. What's your MySpace address?
It's myspace.com/Carol Gonzalez. CarolGonzalez. You can also go to my official website, which is carolgonzalez.com.
All right, go to carolgonzalez.com and take a listen to some of those songs. All right, Totalmix, this is your girl, Saf. I am going to let Carol introduce her video, Hotel California. So here you go, run with it.
Thank you, Sophia. Hello there, people of Clarendon. How are ya? It's a pleasure to be here, an honor actually. Hey, this is Carol Gonzalez. Check out my new music video to my featured song, Hotel California. Hope you like it. Keep it locked.